students. In last class, we have discussed about the grading of cables and also problems on insulation resistance, right? Today we shall discuss about the problems on grading of cables. In last class, we have discussed that types of grading cables. Okay, grading of cables, and that is intersheath and capacitance. Today we shall solve problems. Okay, first problem. A single core cable of conductor diameter 2 centimeter. A single core cable of conductor diameter 2 centimeter and lead sheath of diameter 5.3 centimeter. It is to be used on 66 kV three-phase system. Two intersheath of diameter 3.1 centimeter and 4.2 centimeter are introduced between the core and lead sheath. If the maximum stress in the layers is the same, just on the interval. That means we need to find out V1, V2, V3 like that. Okay. D is equal to, they have given 2 centimeter, and D1 is equal to, they have given that is 3.1 centimeter, and D2 is equal to 4.2 centimeter. Capital D is equal to 5.3 centimeter. Capital D, they have given lead, that is 5.3 centimeter. V is equal to 66 into square root of 2 divided by square root of 3. If you do, you will get 53.9 kV. There is a formula for intersheath. You can observe this is a intersheath. G1 max is equal to V1 divided by D by 2 log E D1 divided by D. So we D value and D1, so D substitute the values. Okay, after substituting, what you will get, 1 divided by 1 into log E 3.1 divided by 2. This value is nothing but 2.28 into V1, because we don't know the value of V1, we need to find out. So next, G2 max is equal to V2 divided by D1 by 2 log E D2 by 2 D1, that is equal to V2 divided by 1.55 log E 4.2 divided by 3.1. So 2.12, that is a 1 divided by 1.55 log E 4.2 divided by 3.1. If you solve, you will get 2.12 into V2. Next, G3 max is equal to, similar, you need to solve V3 divided by D2 divided by 2 log E capital D divided by D2, that is equal to V3 divided by 2.1 log E 5.3 divided by 4.2. You will get, if you solve, 2.04 into V3. First, you need to know the D, D1, D2 value and capital D. They have given that conductor diameter 2 centimeter. That means conductor diameter means small d, and the lead sheath diameter means capital D. Okay, and 2 intersheath means, that is D1, D2. Okay. G1 max, G2 max, G3 max, there is a condition, that is G1 max is equal to G2 max is equal to G3 max. Then equate these three, then what you will get? 2.2228 V1 is equal to 2.212 V2 is equal to 2.043 into V3. Okay, so if you consider these two, okay, if you consider these two, V2, V1, first we shall find out in terms of V1. Okay, first we shall find out in terms of V1. So V2 is equal to 2.28 divided by 2.12 into V1 equal to 1.075 V1. Okay, V3 is equal to 2.28 divided by 2.04 into V1, you will get 1.17 V1. Now we know the value of V2 and V3 in terms of V1. So substitute, we know the value of V also. Okay, substitute the value V and V1, V2, V3. V1 keep as it is. Okay. So after adding these three V1, V2, V3 values, what you will get? 53.9 divided by 3.92. This is a, if you add this 1 plus 1.075 plus 1.17, if you add 3.192, you will get V1 is equal to, you will get 16.88 kV. V2 is equal to 1.05 into V1, right? We know the value of V1, multiply. So you will get V2 value is 18.14 kV. Voltage on first intersheath is not a V minus V1. Okay, V minus V1, that is equal to 53.9 minus 16.88 is equal to 37.02 kV. And what about the voltage on second intersheath? V minus V1 minus V2. So 18.88 kV you will get. Next, second problem. A single core 66 kV cable working on three-phase system has a conductor diameter of 2 centimeter. They have given the conductor diameter, that means small d value, and this is the inside diameter 5.3 centimeter lead sheath of inside diameter. They have given 5.3 capital D. If two intersheaths are introduced in such a way that the stress varies between the same maximum and minimum in the three layers, find the position of intersheath, voltage on the intersheath, maximum and minimum stress. Okay, first D is equal to 2 centimeter, small d, capital D is equal to 5.3 centimeter, V is equal to 66 into square root of 2 divided by square root of 3, you will get 53.9 kilo voltage. First, we shall find out that is a maximum condition. Maximum stress in the three layers is same. They are saying. So there is a formula V1 divided by G1 max is equal to G2 max is equal to G3 max. Okay, just they have substituted the equation. From this we can take that that stress may vary between the same maximum and minimum in the three layers. We have that is D1 divided by D is equal to D2 divided by D1, that is equal to capital D divided by D2. So from this we can write here V1 divided by D equal to, therefore V1 divided by D equal to V2 divided by D1 equals to V3 divided by D2. Okay, so from here, from equation 2, what we can write? D1 square is equal to D into D2. If you consider these two, okay, if you consider these two, D1 divided by D, D2 divided by D, A1, so you will get multiplied. So D1 square is equal to small d into small d2. What we can write? 2d2. Okay, 2 times of d2. D2 square d2 is equal to d1 square divided by 2. D1 d2 is equal to capital D into small d, that is equal to 5.3 into 2. We know the value, that is d value and small d value. So substitute, you will get 10.6 centimeter. That means d1 into d2 is equal to 10.6 centimeter. d1 into d1 square divided by 2, because d2 value is this one. Okay, d2 value is this one. Here small d value is 2. Okay, small d value is 2. So 2 times of d2, that is 2 into d2 you will get. So d2 is equal to d1 square divided by 2. Now we know the value of d2, that you substitute the equation. D1 is equal to 21.2 to the power of 1 by 3 you will get. Okay, just multiply 2. Okay, 10.6 into 2. okay, divided by d1 square. Here d1 cube it will become, so d1 cube, I'll write d1 cube because d1 square and d1 is there, so d1 cube it will become. So next 10.6 into 2, 10.6 into 2, okay. So d1 is equal to, we want d1, so d1 is equal to what you will get, 21 point to the power of 1 by 3, okay. That is equal to 2.76 centimeter. Now we know the value d1 is equal to how much, 2.76 centimeter. What about d2? d2 is equal to d1 square divided by 2, that if you solve you will get 3.8 centimeter. Next, voltage on intersheath to v1 plus v2 plus v3. We know the value of that is a v value, v1 plus d1 divided by d2. v2 is equal to what we have written here. Here we have written the condition, that is a v2 divided by d here, okay. v2 divided by d1, v1 divided by, like that, okay. For v2 what we can write, d1 divided by d into v1, okay. For v3 we can write d2 divided by d into v1. In terms of v1 we have written, so v1 take out common, 1 plus d1 divided by d value substitute, d2 divided by d value substitute, you will get 4.28 v1. So v1 is equal to 53.9, that is divided by 4.28, okay. v1 is equal to 53.9 divided by 4.28, you will get 12.6 kilovolt. That is v2 is equal to, formula, there is a formula, and if you substitute you will get v2 value 17.39 kilovoltage. What about the voltage on first intersheath? First intersheath, v minus v1, okay. v minus v1, when that is 53.9 minus 12.6, you will get 41.3 kilo voltage. That is the maximum voltage on second intersheath, v minus v1 minus v2. So you will get 23.91 kilo voltage. This is a minimum stress. Stress in a dielectric maximum stress is equal to v1 divided by d by 2 log e d1 divided by d. Substitute the all the values, you will get 39 kilovolt per centimeter. Next, maximum stress is equal to v1 divided by d1 divided by 2. That is g1 max, g2 max you need to find out, okay. v1 divided by d1 divided by 2 log e d1 divided by 2. d1 value, v1 value is 12.6. Substitute, you will get 28.35 kilovolt per centimeter. v2, substitute here v2, okay. Next, grading problems. Lead sheathed cable is grounded by using three dielectrics of relative permeability, that is 5, 4, 3 respectively. The conductor diameter is 2 cm, that is small d, and the overall diameter capital D is equal to 8 cm. If the three dielectrics are worked at the same maximum stress of 40 kV per centimeter, that is G value, and find the safe working voltage of the cable. What will be the value of safe working voltage for an underground cable, assuming the same conductor and overall diameter and the maximum dielectric stress? What we need to find out here, they are asking what will be the value of safe working voltage for an underground cable, ungraded cable. And next we need to assume that same conductor and overall diameter and the maximum dielectric stress also. Okay, first what given is d is equal to 2 and not given d1 is equal to d2 is equal to not given. D is equal to 8 centimeter, capital D is equal to epsilon 1, epsilon 2, epsilon 3 they have given value, and G max they have given. So first graded cable, epsilon 1 into D, epsilon 2 into D1, epsilon 3 into D2. These three are equate. Okay, from this 5 into 2, 4 into D1, 3 into D2. We don't know the value of D1 and D2. D1 is equal to, you'll get 2.5 centimeter. How means 10 divided by 4, you'll get 2.5 centimeter. Next, here D2, 10 divided by 3, you will get 3.34 centimeter. Permissible peak voltage for the cable, that is G max divided by 2, so small d log e d1 divided by d, d1 log e d2 divided by d1, d2 log e capital D divided by d2. Permissible peak voltage for the cable, that is the G max they have given, and d1 d2 value also we know. So substitute 81.08 kilo voltage. Next is a say how much you will get safe working voltage. What we got the peak value voltage that you convert into divided by 2. If you do, you will get 57.84. Okay, to convert into RMS value. Cable, permissible peak voltage for the cable, that is G max divided by 2, D log E capital D divided by D. That is a ungraded cable. Okay, now we have done D1, D2 is the layer of permittivity, that is it is a many layers, capacitance grading in many layers. Okay, here if it is cable is not graded, ungraded, then this is the formula for that, G max divided by 2, D log E capital D divided by D. So what you will get 55.44 kilo voltage. Okay, if you observe this voltage and this voltage, which is higher, graded cable voltage is higher. Okay, safe working voltage RMS for the cable 55 divided by 44 divided by square root of 2, you will get 39.2 kilo voltage. Graded cable can be operated at voltage 57.84 minus 39.20, you will get 18.64 kilo voltage. This is the RMS value. The graded cable can be operated at voltage 18.64 kilo voltage. Next is the thermal rating. N is equal to number of phases, R is equal to conductor resistance at 65 degree Celsius, and high is the RMS value of a current in each core. Core loss is equal to N into I square R. And theta M is the maximum permissible temperature of the core, and theta S is a sheath temperature, and theta A is the ambient temperature. S1 is the thermal resistance of the dielectric. Lambda is equal to sheath loss divided by core loss. Total loss is equal to core loss plus sheath loss is equal to 1 plus lambda into core loss, that is equal to 1 plus lambda into N into I square R. This is the heat flowing through bedding and serving and ground. Okay, while the total thermal resistance of bedding, serving and ground is S4 plus S5 plus G. That is I is equal to square root of theta M minus theta A divided by N into R, open bracket, S1 plus 1 plus lambda, close bracket, open bracket, S4 plus S5 plus G, close bracket. This is the thermal rating equation. The types of cable and allowable temperature. If you see, that is VIR and PVC insulated cables, 60 degree it will allow. 60-degree temperature. Next, impregnated paper insulated, then it will allow 60. What about oil filled and gas pressure? It will allow 85 degrees Celsius. And what about 33 kV solid armor? That is armored, that is a 65, and screened armored also 65, and belted type also 65 degrees Celsius. Okay, in practice, S4, S5 and lambda can be neglected, hence current carrying capacity can be expressed as I is equal to square root of theta m minus theta a divided by n r S1 plus V amps. Comparison between AC and DC cables, copper losses are absent. In DC, copper losses are absent. In AC cables, copper losses are present. In DC cables, DC cable can carry much more current. DC cable can carry much more current. And what about AC? AC cable cannot carry much more current. Here, skin effect is absent in a DC, hence corresponding that is power loss is absent. But here in AC, skin effect is present in AC, hence corresponding power loss is also present in this case. No sheet losses. Here in AC, sheet losses are present due to the induced current. DC breakdown stress of the dielectric is more. Here, AC breakdown stress of the dielectric is less. Rating of DC cable is much higher. Voltage rating of AC cables is much less compared to DC cables. And what about the limitations of underground cables? The erection cost. And the erection cost is much less for the overhead lines. But the underground cables laying is difficult and complicated. Okay, we need to underground cable means it will take more, it is more expensive, and also it is difficult and complicated also. In long distance transmission, it is possible by the overhead lines only. The conductor in overhead lines is less expensive compared to underground. Overhead lines is less expensive when you compare with the underground. Insulation problems at high voltage. Insulation main problem at high voltages, because it will be high voltage. They need to conductor cost will be, insulation layers will be increased, and also cost will be increased, and difficult to maintain the insulation. Okay. In next class, we shall discuss about the capacitance of a single core cable.